Hey, Dan,
Oh, good morning.
you ready?
I think so.
Hit that intro. Can you hit it from there?
I can't reach it.
Hey everyone, hurry up! The show's about to start!
Once again, I'm
Dean,
Hans. I'm Franz,
Don.
and we are here to pop you up.
What's up? Yo. What's up? What's up?
Boy, am I glad to see
What's up?
What's that? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Toys and Fitness. I am Dino, my buddy over here, Dandy1981. What do you want to be called, Dandy or Dan?
Sure, either one.
Or
Dandy has a nice ring.
1981? Is that when you were born, 1981?
I get a lot of that question. Actually, it was and it's even funnier when I tell them my answer. It's actually the year of the first car that I owned.
Really?
Yep.
I had not known that. See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I should probably sit back further, huh?
See, I got to do
It's
the
so
opposite.
cool,
If I
man.
sit back, I get that shadow on my stupid light. It drives me bonkers.
So how's it going? It's been a while.
It has. When was the first week of the new year, right?
Yeah.
For the last time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got Super Awesome
We even
Pete Show
skipped out.
talking in the background here. Hold on.
We even skipped out on what is it? The points of articulation.
Well, we're working on a schedule, right? Aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to work on a schedule. What day? Sunday? I think Vern's doing a new stream with Sean now, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's Saturday, right? I believe the 28th. Yes.
Yeah, his is
Saturday.
at 3:00 at my end, I think. 3 or 4:00.
Yeah, I know he switched up the time. He kind of wanted to get that going. TJ, a work in progress.
Yeah. So Duffman, morning, Duffman.
Yeah. Morning. Victor,
TJ.
hey, how you doing, man?
Good to see you. Victor's here. So Victor, remember Victor, the Ghostbuster, my Ghostbuster buddy at the gym?
Yeah.
He is now my Power Ranger buddy at the gym. He's into collecting all the Power Rangers.
Oh, that's a. I don't even know if you can call it a rabbit hole. That's like an abyss.
Yeah, this bin right here is pretty much loaded with Power Ranger figures that they're in a bin. So I'm debating. I'm like, what should I do? Should I keep them in a bin or should I sell them off to him? Because he'll probably have them all nicely displayed. Because I have no place for them here. But I love them. I love them. Let me show you a couple of gems in here.
Sell them? Good morning, Pete's Toys.
They're coming out with the 30th anniversary series on Netflix. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so a lot of the original people, I believe, are going to be in this series. I don't know how many parts it is and really what's it all about, but when they had the Power Ranger live stream, they talked about it. They're doing a 30th anniversary series on Netflix. And Rita, I believe the actress is going to be in it too. And look what I have.
Oh, you managed to snag that up.
Yeah. So this is beautiful, man. I don't think I could part with this one. I love it. Look at it. It has Lord Zed and Rita in it. And it's never been open. And they had this on clearance back in the day for $40.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I swear, as soon as you pulled it up, I was like, I thought I remembered seeing that hit clearance at one point, and I couldn't believe it because it's that Z is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
The
great.
reader is even better.
And well, yeah, they're both great, but I mean, that's
Look at that reader.
yeah, I couldn't believe it hit clearance.
Let me slide me over and I'll show you Rita if nobody has seen her.
While you do that, good morning, Blue Sasquatch, Blue Harvest, and Roz and Rolando, and I think I said good morning to Pete, but I'll say it again, just for good measure.
That's a good. And this is another one of my favorites here. These guys.
Oh, the putty dude, right?
Yeah. See, these are the ones I remember.
So I have a friend that is into the power. He's got the props. He's got like the sword, the helmets.
Really?
Right. Yep. And I tried to get him into the. Well, I'm trying. I mean, I hope he appreciates it. But I got him into those 6-inch lines. I'm trying to build his collection. So what I do is, and if Victor wasn't watching, I'd tell you this, but what I do for my buddy is I find him and then I get him if it's one that I know he doesn't have, and then I wait till his birthday or Christmas or whatever, and then I
Yeah,
get it.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've actually got a surplus box in my basement of just Power Ranger stuff waiting for the next event to give it to him.
Yeah, I usually I do him a solid. I usually, like, when I go on toy hunts, and I'll let him know what I've got, what they have in the stores, and I'll pick it up for him. Because I think I could probably part with these. These were the Walmart exclusive, and these are the retro packs. Because look what I found on my toy hunt yesterday. I don't know if you watched my latest video.
I did not.
But I found the original right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and look at that. Watch this. Go, go, Power Rangers!
Love it.
Instant joy of fun.
Gratification, yeah. If I missed you a little bit, I apologize. Good morning.
He's missing his holster, but I don't care. It represents. I like it. And I do have the Green Ranger too. Isn't this? He just passed away, right?
That was the Green. Yep, I believe.
Yeah. So rest in peace, man. And he flips too. Oh, he's already in the flip mode. So you have to.
I was gonna say what are you trying to do? Put his helmet on again?
Yeah.
Love that hair. Yeah, that was sad too. Young guy. I hate to see that. I hate to. Well, except for that Carter guy. I suppose I didn't mind seeing him. But
you know, I spent all this money on this nice camera, and it doesn't like focus, man.
The Green Ranger doesn't look. It looks blurry, but you look fantastic.
Thank you. But look at the articulation in these guys, huh?
Yeah, for the old blocky style, that's not bad.
That can do the Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah. Oh, there's the crane. The crane.
Yeah. So I had a really good, fun toy hunt yesterday.
I heard, and I think there's even a video of it, isn't there?
There is a video of it. So strange. You know, I have 3 toy hunt videos that I could release in one day. I had a Target I released yesterday morning, 2 Targets in a Walmart, and they had a ton of good stuff in there. Yesterday I went to 2 vintage stores, and they had a ton of, like, I'm telling you, the first store I went to, my local place, had stocked like all fantastic vintage G.I. Joe. Like the person that traded it in put them all in Ziploc bags, had a card listed what was in it, what was missing, if anything was broken. I mean, it was perfect, and a lot of the stuff was fantastic. And I think I might have to do another hunt today because Super Awesome is looking for what was the name of that ship again?
The Rattler.
The Rattler. And guess what? They had it there. So I got to pull him down. He's probably asking $1,000 for it.
There's your night.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the prices are definitely they're not. I won't say they're overpriced, but they're priced at what they sell for at a, you know.
So I don't know. Well, I know it's a trip for John, but I can tell you, Kokomo Toys in Indiana here, I found a Rattler complete 100%. Pilot. I don't know if they had the blueprint, but it had a pilot, all the missiles, and it was I want to say somewhere in the mid 300s.
So is that the going price for a Rattler complete?
I would say they're pretty fair with their prices. Of course, anything with a shop like that and a vintage toy, it's going to fluctuate up and down. But the rest of the prices that I saw, they weren't ridiculous. I actually walked away with a couple of Lord of the Ring figures. I think I showed them on one of our streams. But yeah, no, I don't think they were ridiculous at all. I just remember seeing that because they had it hanging, no, I'm sorry, like posted up on the very, very top shelf, like to the point where most people couldn't get it. My buddy is really tall, and he's like, "Oh, look at that!" And he like steps on the bottom shelf, and I'm cringing because he's like, he's a geek, but not to the, he doesn't fully understand the rules yet. And he reached up there, and I mean, within seconds,
like it's a target.
Yeah,
like it's a target. It's climbing up on the shelf.
Yeah, and I didn't realize what was going on. I just kind of glanced over just because it caught my attention, seeing his arm reach up there. And I look over, and I'm thinking, oh my God! And within seconds, one of the employees is like, "Can I help you? Did you need help with that? Do you have any questions?" He's like, "Oh,
I just get a ladder."
It's as she's asking, she's grabbing it from him, and I'm like, "Yeah, you don't want to do that."
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back there, but the sad thing is what year did G.I. Joe toys come out?
81.
Was it 81?
I think
so.
81 or 82.
I've never really been into like war movies and stuff like that. I collect G.I. Joe, the 12-inch back in the 70s and stuff like that. But I think I was more into like the Star Wars and the sci-fi and all that. So when G.I. Joe came out, I didn't really have any interest in any of that stuff. So I don't really know. So when I go on a toy hunt, there could be a Grail. I mean, they had a Zartan there. I know who Zartan is only because of Hasbro.
Did you have him?
They had a Zartan, and he looked like he was complete, all in the baggie and stuff like that. So, but other than that, I really don't know what's what. So I kind of feel it's hard because you're doing a hunt and you're looking for stuff, and you could be holding a Grail.
Oh yeah, for sure. I felt like that with some of the, like when I was looking for, like when I would shop for toys for my daughter when she was younger and getting stuff, I'm like, I could have been hanging on to the latest Furby or Beanie Baby or something. I wouldn't have any idea. If it's not something she was looking for, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I had the toy sweats yesterday, man. I was like pacing. There's so many good things. You do that? You ever go into a store and you're doing the pacing?
Oh,
what should I get?
If I'm in shop mode, yeah, like every time. If it's not debating on the price, it's debating on like, do I want to look it up? Do I have time to sit here and invest in this? And if I do, is there other ones that I'm missing?
They have a Fright Zone there from Masters of the Universe, and I think that playset itself is a cool looking display piece. It had the tree, but it was missing the snake. It's missing the cage, and a few other pieces. But it's beautiful. They were asking 75. I think was probably a little on the high end for missing all those pieces.
For missing the parts, yeah, I would think so,
but it's still a beautiful piece. But I'm doing the pacing, man. I'm trying to like wheel and deal in my head. Like, what can I bundle with this? How can I,
Right.
They're pretty reasonable. I go in there and I do a lot of. That's the place I actually traded in that toy hunt. The Razor Crest that's on the shelf was my Razor Crest.
Oh, was it?
So I have
the one you
good relationship. I have a good relationship with them because I give them good stuff and they give me good stuff. Well, purchase and trade. I got the Marvel World playset from that place.
I can't believe they haven't sold it already.
Well, they're probably asking premium pricing,
Premium pricing, like Fabulous said. Speaking of, good morning, Fabulous. Have I missed you? And Lobot, yeah, you're right. Security to aisle the GI Joe aisle. I'm surprised we didn't hear a page.
Yeah, let's do we get everybody here? We got Razov, we got Rolando, Fabulous, Blue Harvest.
I'm running a
Victor,
little groggy today.
Pete's Toys and Things.
Got Pete. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we got everybody. So good to see you, Dan. Good to see everyone.
You too. Yeah, it's been too long, and I hear somebody has one foot off the wagon. Has somebody
What's
been
that mean? I don't understand. You talking about slacking?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been through
What's that?
through anything. We go ups and downs. We make excuses.
I hear excuses. That's what I hear. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard.
I've been unmotivated. I've been slacking. It's the season. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the injuries. But I'm still meal prepping.
That's good. That's good.
But I did have a bowl of Cheerios this morning. But you know, I'm doing my best, and I'm trying to listen to my soul, if that means anything.
Sure. See, even Victor misses you, man.
Yeah, Victor misses me. A lot of times when I walk in the gym, he's leaving. He's there early. He lives closer to the gym. I have an hour drive to the gym. You know, I just need a good pre-workout. I need a good pre-workout. Do you take pre-workouts?
It's funny God, that's really ironic that you mentioned that, because I don't. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I did, and I stopped a couple of years ago, and I just started doing like coffee or a non-stim, like a BCAA or just recently one of our employees over the summer last year introduced me to beetroot. And you can get it in different forms, right? You can get like chewables, you can get pills, but what he turned me on to, because we were talking about it, and he's like, I don't know, some of the stuff that's in some of those pre's, I'm just not too fancy or too fond of, and he's like, so I use beetroot juice because it helps blood flow, and I was like, okay, so I took some of the BCAAs, and then I added a little scoop of this beetroot powder, and I mean, it was great. It was great. You know, it's non-stim. You don't have to worry about the caffeine if you don't like that.
See, I want the caffeine. I'm working out. You know, I get up in the morning at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm on the road hopefully by 5 o'clock. I get to the gym by 6 o'clock. Hopefully between 6 and 6:30 when I work out, and I'll work out till like 10 minutes of 8. So
okay.
I'm looking for something to stimulate, something for focus, something for.
I gotcha.
I want to go there. I want to be able to yeah, let's do this, instead of be like, man, I just drove for an hour. Let me sit and look on my phone for another half hour. How many views did I get on my last video? You know,
there's plenty of them out there. Good morning, Tara, by the way. Yeah, no, I tried to get away from those stims because I think we mentioned this before. I usually do the workouts in the afternoon. I don't want to be drinking caffeine that late. Now, if I do a morning one, which is why I thought it was ironic that you mentioned that, because I'm thinking about trying to get up a little earlier and do some stuff in the morning. So I may integrate another stimulated pre-workout, maybe a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Just to see how it goes. I don't want to jump right into it, but
I had some pre-workout that worked really well. I mean, some pre-workouts give you a little crash, like after your workout and stuff like that. But this workout, I felt good all day long, like in a good mood all day long. Not like high or anything like that, but in a good mood. And so when I'm working out, I'm happy. I'm having a good time. I'm trying to get my personal records, or I wanted to get my bench up to 315, which for me is like 265 was my max. So 315 was a goal I knew it was probably never gonna happen, which is fine. But I wanted a goal, and I felt happy getting there with this. The pre-workout, I felt motivated to do it.
To do it,
So
yeah. That's awesome. Do you remember what
it's
it was?
just I don't. I'm horrible. I took a photo, so I'm hoping that it's on my because
Somewhere.
I've had so many different ones that
That's funny.
because sometimes you take a pre-workout in 3 days, it works great, and then 3 days after that, it's like you don't even feel it anymore.
Oh, you got to rotate. Yeah. I don't think I ever stuck with one very often. I would get two when I would buy them, and then I'd rotate, which is really hard because I don't like the beta alanine or the ones with a heavier dose of niacin, because that gives you that. Well, some people enjoy the tingle, and no disrespect if you do. Me, it just makes my skin itch, and I don't like
Yeah.
being itchy while I'm working out. So to try to find one that didn't have heavy doses of that in it was really tough. Relax.
Back in the late 90s, early 2000, I would take like 1 or 2 niacin pills right before I work out.
Oh
And
gosh.
your face would be like beet red, the veins would be like popping out of your body, but it motivated, because you see all this and you look like a monster. But I mean, it wasn't crazy that bad, but you know what I mean? You just looked enhanced.
Yeah, no, all I could do is like after every rep, I just wanted to scratch my face off. I couldn't.
Yeah, kind of like at the beginnings of a beard.
I
Hey, Lack there.
I had one. Nice. Well, you still sticking to it, dude. That's
Nice. Yeah,
another what, 10, 12 pounds, something like that.
he's tall too. Are
Yeah.
you're over 6, right, Lack?
I thought that's what he said. Yeah. So there's one overseas, but it's easy to get, and the shipping is often free. 12-ish. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you said. I was trying to remember what you said last time. Sneak. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Speaking of Sneak, I actually had a pre-workout that actually tasted like you were drinking out of a sneaker. It was so nasty, but it gave you it gave you a good focus, but
Yeah.
the taste was horrible.
But the taste, yeah.
They should have named it Sneaker water.
Do you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right,
You still have complete control, right?
I should. No, you don't need my birthday. All right, are you seeing this?
Oh yeah.
All right, so this stuff is. Speaking of taste, you mentioned the taste. So it's no sugar. It doesn't give you that. One of the things I like about it is it doesn't give you what you were talking about with the crash. It's a nice smooth boost. Like, it starts slow, it boosts you up throughout the workout, and then it just quietly disappears. You know what I mean? And it's not a heavy caffeine content, which is the other thing I like. And they're always offering cool stuff. Like, you get like this one right here, which I'm probably gonna have to order, because a lot of times you get like a sampler pack and it comes with a free shaker. They have all kinds of course, swag.
Yeah, it reminds me of Ghost.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pre-workout.
The marketing does seem like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, here's what I usually get. I get a starter pack. So this, if you want to try it, so you get a sample of, multiple flavors. Oh, yep, here it is. And looks like
I'm always iffy when a pre-workout has all this merch on their store, because I just want a pre-workout, man. I don't need to wear Easter bunny on your packets and stuff like that. But I would definitely give it a try hey, Sneak, if you're listening, which I know you are, send us some free samples, man. We want to test this stuff out. And maybe I will wear your beanie hat at the gym.
Oh yeah, you would totally rock that beanie hat, man.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, but
I love a good beanie.
I know what you mean. I'm trying to show you the nutritional information, but okay. So this is 150 milligrams of caffeine. And then I guess the other part of that I forgot to mention was I don't usually do the whole thing, so I like half to 3/4 of a scoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
12 calories, 0 sugar, natural flavors, 40 servings per tubs.
I do a scoop to 2 scoops. My thing is about servings. How many? I don't want to spend $60 for 10 servings.
Well, it was $20 for a tub, and it's 40 servings.
What? Well, that's because what's a serving? Half a scoop?
No, I don't think so. Everything you need to know. I think it was right here.
40 servings is crazy. And $20?
It's good, right?
Huh?
It's good, right?
Yeah, that's crazy good because normally it's like $40 for 20 servings.
But look at all the amino acids you get here. You get your carnitine. That's always a good one, right?
What is it?
Carnitine.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't even know what I'm drinking, which is horrible.
He's worried. Like, I'm just worried about the price and the servings.
Yeah, if you can't buy it in the United States, then I won't be searching for it. But if I can get it over the counter, then I feel safe. I usually ask them, like when I go into a place, I'm hoping they know what they're doing. I'm like, I need a pre-workout, but I'm an all-natural bodybuilder, so I can't have anything that would fail me. I don't want anything that has any bad stuff in it. Just give me a good pre-workout. And they sell me this stuff, and then a month later, they're like, we had to pull it off the shelves.
I did have I did have one of those little, like, I wouldn't call it a mom and pop, but it was a smaller privately owned shop here in town. And they had stuff that I'd never heard of before. And they kept saying, oh, this is, made in America. You don't have to worry about the junk. And, but it was, I want to say I remember getting a pre-workout from them, as that's specifically what I went out for. It's something out of Chicago. So, I mean, it did say it was made in Chicago. But it was, I want to say $60.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
for 30 servings. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate spending so much money and you don't know if it works.
No kidding. G-Force joined us. Welcome.
Yeah, G-Force. Hey, G-Force. Good to see you. The other part of points of articulation, the other member. Now, I hope you're making some crafts on the side, boys, because you get some competition, man. Because did you see the dino poop I made? Now that took some artwork. I get an A+ from my teacher making that dino poop.
Chris.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
Chris Dyer.
Yeah. You see, Lack? He was 360 pounds. You were just pulling that up.
I was just getting ready to say, yep. I was gonna click on it here. You beat me to it. Sorry, I'm slacking on that.
I'll let you jump on it.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I was actually typing a response to him. Oh, sorry. But yeah, no, that's fantastic, man. That's really great, and that's over a year. So that's just the progress that he's made. And like we say all the time, that's extraordinary. But that for a year progress shows the dedication that he's got and the consistency. You did not stop. You kept going, and that's how you get to that point. You know what I mean? Because you're not. It's going to take.
I bet Lack can tell you that it's just being aware of what you're putting in your body more than I bet. I bet he's just exercising a bit and just focusing on what he's putting in his body. He's not like crashing, like not eating, just like stop eating and stuff like that. He's just probably watching what he's putting in.
Yeah, he didn't.
Let me know if that's the case, Lack, and if I'm totally out of line saying, Dean, I'm working out 7 hours a day.
I'm eating nothing but broccoli and rice cakes.
But it's not as difficult as people may think. When you're, you just focus on what you're eating, exercise a little bit every day or 5 days a week, and at least do something. And I'm talking to me. So
even 3.
I'm actually looking at myself, talking to myself. Get back, man. Get back.
See, that's why we're here, man.
Yeah, you're not
Didn't mean
just.
to call you out, but I figured I'd try to give you some motivation.
Yeah, I'm not here to. You guys are here to motivate me too.
Exactly. So
That's
having
what's.
a goal of touching your toes is good. That's a great.
Yeah, yeah, and it's true. When you put on a little bit of weight, um, your back hurts, your knees hurt.
Oh yeah, your body's not meant for that, man. G-Force, do we have a POA assignment? I don't believe we established anything, but
I thought it was make a animal species poop. I thought
is
that's
that
what
what
it
it was?
was.
I
That's
couldn't
what I was
remember.
making.
You're probably right. No, I think I thought we were worried about we were gonna circle back around when we got a schedule. So yeah,
Yeah.
can't eat like it used to. Is much more active. Oh yeah, yeah. That affects it too. John, welcome.
Hey, John.
Oh
So
come on,
later
man.
on,
Well, I mean, you could at least touch your heels, maybe. Those aren't as gross as your toes, but you're right. Toes are pretty gross. I agree.
yeah, you want to be able to clip your own toenails, and that's the goal.
And the intermittent fasting lax says so. That's cool. I think
Yeah.
we talked about that on one of our things. I wasn't discounting it. I think it's great. It seems like it works really well for a lot of people. That as long as your body responds to it well,
Correct.
100%.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fasting, especially when I'm bodybuilding because I need a little bit of energy. But eating small meals for
Right.
me every like 3.5 hours was my secret. But again, everybody, you do what works for you, just as long as it's healthy.
Well,
It
yeah,
makes you
and it's
feel good.
like you said, it depends on your activity level.
Yeah,
I try to keep moving throughout the day, so I need that food for energy. If I would just start like breaking down if I went, an entire day without eating, I'd be crappy, and I'd be very hangry because I do get hangry. Ask my daughter; she's been in the
oh
car with
yeah,
me before when I'm like passing people trying to get home so I can get something to eat, and
yeah.
she knows when I go a certain speed or drive a certain way, I don't even have to say anything. She'll look over and she'll go, "Are you hungry?"
Isn't that weird? Because I'm like, I didn't realize that. I'm like, man, I get hangry.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. Oh, G-Force just has to run to the litter box for his homework. He's good to
No, it
go.
can't be legit. It can't be a legit poo. It has to
What
be
if
a sculpture.
what if he like glazed it or put some
No,
shellac over it or something, made
you
it
have to
work
be able
for
to
it?
eat it and not. That's the test. Whether you cheated or not, you have to be able to put it in your mouth.
John, that's a good habit. Good that you're clipping your toenails. I appreciate that. I'm sure everybody else does that comes around your shoes if you have open toes.
So later on today at I think 1 o'clock Eastern time on Super Awesome Geek Show, it is Jeopardy Challenge.
Is that today?
That is today,
Oh my God, I
and
completely forgot.
we have Gary's Grail,
I'm gonna set an alarm.
Peaky from the Peaky Arrow Show, and also Scuba Pete is going to be on.
And Scuba Pete.
So
Dang, you got
three
all those.
amazing guys are going to be
Some
on, including us too.
Yeah, great heavy hitters. Foolish Figures, good morning. Or I
Hey Connor,
guess afternoon.
and I'm working on my game show voice too. I'm trying to.
I used it. Yeah, well, it sounded pretty good last time I heard it. A long knife to trim his toes. Get the Crocodile Dundee knife. John says fasting helps cleanse dead cells from your body. The buildup of dead and gross cells causes premature aging and digestive problems. Loss of fatty tissue is dead cells. That is correct. I
Nice.
believe. Quite being active as of late after I left Alaska. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get around a lot more things convenient to you. Lifestyle stuff, right? Things are closer. You don't have to go as far. Um,
Yeah.
there was something I was going to say, and I totally lost my train of thought.
Yeah, like if you're in a whole new environment, you don't have a lot to do. You kind of get bored, and next thing you know, you're
Oh, man.
overeating. You know.
I think it's funny because you look at I don't know how many places you've been, but we moved around a lot when I was little, and even growing up. So we've had, I think, at one point I counted it. I think before I even I got out of high school, my mom and I had moved to 11 different places. So we didn't stay very much in the same place. And looking back, I can see the culture in different areas and how, some places you go to and it's got like a good basis, right? Like I visited a place in Wisconsin that had like a park where there's this outside gymnasium where they had the bars, the
Oh,
gymnastic
cool.
bars, all these kinds of,
Yeah.
right? And it's a very healthy, good looking community, not good looking, but like a close appearing community. And then I recall some of the places that I grew up in where, the nightly hangout was the bar. And you look at the unhealthy habits that they had,
Yeah.
and the, like the fast food places, like the greasy spoons, so to speak. Like they had a Subway in town. It lasted like 4 years and it was gone. But the greasy place in the bar is still there after, decades. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
it's I don't know. What I'm saying, I guess, is it's sometimes it's how you let the place that you're at affect you and where you're at.
And the people you're around,
And that too.
you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
just like this, just like toys and fitness, man. We're
Yeah.
playing with toys, talking fitness, and it becomes contagious a little bit. You motivate me, I motivate you. We all motivate each other, and that's kind of corny, right? Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Getting a
No,
little,
no. That's
but it's
exactly what
true.
we're here.
It is true. It's like watching Super John's Sunday morning. Next thing you know, I'm on eBay, placing bids on stuff I had no idea about 10 minutes ago.
That's funny. I think that was Lobot's comment this morning. Kind of lines up with what you said. If you're still in here, buddy, something about watching the Super Awesome Geek Show should come with a disclaimer. Something about may cause loss of finances.
Yeah,
Um,
marriage.
I remember something about
Yeah.
divorce.
Uh,
Time. And I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I think a
Yeah.
lot of the guys here that we've talked to have done that to me. Like I remember dude used to jump on stuff and I'm like, God dang it. Oh, like the McFarlane toys. Like they were totally off my radar. I pushed it away and then he started showing them. And now I got to get that.
I wish I'd purchased. I went back yesterday to Walmart to see if they still had the Dark Flash,
Oh yeah.
and he was gone. I never
Gone.
picked him up because again, it was kind of like one of those things. I don't really collect McFarlane. I do collect Batman, but I don't really collect that line too much. But the Dark Flash, I really liked, but I didn't want to get sucked down that rabbit hole, so I just kind of like held off. But I was like, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, and he's actually selling for a decent amount on like eBay and stuff like that.
Is he
was
really?
on sale. Yeah, he was on clearance for $15. So I'm like, I'll get him for 15, and he was gone.
I don't think I ever saw more than like one figure in store. And McFarlane's pretty good about their distribution. So
Yeah, that's the only time I saw Dark Flash was when he was on clearance at Walmart, and he didn't even hit like the main line, the main pegs.
Connor, when you post that, make sure you put it on Instagram so we can see your toenail collection.
So I don't think there's Lego today, but so we can go a little bit longer if needed. But
there's not.
I don't think Lego is. I think they're taking a little break at the moment.
Well, G-Force is on there. Let us know if that's correct.
Yeah, they might.
There's your lineup for today: Gary's Grails, Peaky Arrow, Scuba Pete.
But I do have to work on my snowblower. We're supposed to be getting another storm, and I gotta. It won't start, and it's a good snowblower, and it won't start. I think it's something with the carburetor. I gotta. I think I left old gas in it from last year.
Two-stroke?
Yeah. Do they make a 4-stroke? Is that a plug-in?
Maybe. I was just gonna ask you if it was one of those that you need to put the oil in instead of just the gas.
Yeah, you got to put oil in it.
So I worked at a hardware store, and I would have. You would be amazed. Maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. But I was amazed how many people would return lawnmowers and snowblowers because. You ready for this? They would fill the oil. I mean, like all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Like they'd put the whole quart in there. They would put oil in the gas. They would not understand what a two-stroke is, so they'd put gasoline in there. I mean, we would get stuff back. This is broke. It doesn't work. And we had to look at it and obviously establish a reason for why. Can we return it? Can we not? And it just never ceased to amaze me how many people would screw that stuff up. You would never. I would see the air filter, and that was one of the first things that I would do. That smells like oil. Then I know what they did. I don't even have to look at the rest of it. They overbuilt it.
When I spray with like carb cleaner and stuff like that, it starts right up. It's just not getting fuel. And so it's got to be something with the carburetor. I mean, in the bowl fills up with gas.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the the flipper or whatever. So I'm not a mechanic or anything like that, but I do play one on YouTube. So you might see a video.
I'm way behind on the chat.
What's up with this Nightbot, man? I don't know, man.
I was going to ask
Nightbot. So Lack, I'm sorry, it's not me.
All right, so Lack had a good point. You can still eat the football diet. I like that. You can have the calories, but if you're not doing the work that you do, that's another good point. You got to make that adjustment. If you slow down, you got to pull it back a little bit. Oh, Duffin's getting snow.
Yeah, we're getting snow today. It's supposed to be tonight at 7 o'clock. We're supposed to get it. So I got to get that snowblower going, man, or I'm shoveling again. I hit the shovel the other day.
G-Force is going to return those toenails to sender. See toenails. That's
so Dan, do you have any pickups? Because I got a floor loaded with pickups.
I do not. Gunsmith had a primer factory for the last few years. It's out of my. Yep. Change of job, man, and location. That's a huge impact. That's exactly what I was talking about. Why he didn't? It's 3. Look, your Nightbot gives him a warning for 3 emojis. Really?
Oh, is that what it was?
It was just 3. Your Nightbot's set like.
I don't know. How do you set up
Nightbot over here, man? You got some.
I didn't even know that. I thought you had to set it up.
Nightbot can pound sand. Yes.
Nightbot definitely Nightbot. Nightbot can be helpful, like putting out like merch stores and stuff like that. But be easy with my friends, Nightbot, man. Because friends can definitely become enemies real quick, right?
Yeah.
I don't want any enemies. So sorry, man.
Hey, super awesome geek John. Sorry, God. That's great, man. That's fantastic. Did you see that? He's getting the positive feedback from the doctor. Fuller commented also. That's great.
Oh,
yeah, it's not mine, man. It's John. It's Dean's channel. Black. I don't know. And he doesn't even know where the Nightbot. We don't know where it came from. We have no idea.
Yeah. So I got a bunch of stuff. Can I show you some stuff?
Yeah, fire it up, man. I was gonna say, losing track of my train of thought. If you want to get that ready, I'll catch up on the chat. Almost there.
Get what ready?
What are your pickups?
Oh, let's see here. So I collect Jurassic Park, right? Hammond collection.
Wait, is that the movie with the dinosaurs?
That is the movie with the dinosaurs. I forgot about this one. Did you guys remember they had the Gallimimus? I forgot that this was a Hammond collection figure. And they still had one on shelf. And when I scanned it, it came up as nothing. So I went to the counter service desk and I asked if I could purchase it, because when they clear them out, they're like $3. And they were going to say no. And I asked if I could talk to the manager, and I gave her the puppy dog eyes and said, please don't throw away this beautiful toy. And she was like, okay. She went online. She's like, they're $14.99. I'm like, hell, what? Toss that thing. It's garbage. I said, this wasn't even $14. It was $12 when it was brand new. But they sold it to me for $7.
Fair enough. That's a good
Gallimimus came home, and I saved her from the trash. We'll call it a she.
That's funny, Lack. I'm going to report him too.
And John, I'm not going to reveal too much about this because John's going to do an unboxing on this. But look at this cool book I got by Ian Malcolm.
Dinosaurs.
right? But guess what? You know, Geek Strong's not doing all this reading. Look at that. Ian Malcolm.
Oh, nice.
So this is an exclusive, and it does. I'll do one phrase because John's going to do an unboxing.
Hit it.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
Finds a way.
It does find a way. So yeah, I had to get this, and so the reason why I got this is because Mattel had that Frogmonger up on their website, and you could only get it from Mattel Creations, and it was like a regular, an $18 figure, and I'm like, if I put Ian Malcolm, I'll get the $6 shipping for both of them. So I saved on shipping because I wanted them both anyways. So that's that. So I pitied a fool. So I got this from Ringside Collectibles. I bought a bunch of stands, but unfortunately, because I didn't read the fine print, I bought the Unrival, I believe it's called, and that's AEW figures. So they won't even fit. I tried to like solder the foot peg down so I could put the Mattel ones on it, and it just wasn't working, man. So I got 2 big boxes of 30, so 60 stands that are useless.
That are useless. Well, can you use them for? I mean, is it too big or too small?
They're too big.
They're too big.
Yeah. Mm. So speaking of Mr. T, on my last toy hunt,
dirty float sounds.
Mr. T's soap on rope.
I don't know why, but that's funny to me.
Yeah, you can't leave this behind. Hey, wait a minute. Is that human hair on this thing?
That's pretty gross.
That'd be gross. But how cool is that?
We had the different color gas cans for the 2-strokes. Dude, somebody wants. Oh, you want snow? I mean, it's a short drive north, man. You can just drive on up here.
I got this figure stand. I'm going to use it. This is a spice rack. I'm going to use it for figures. But look at this.
Now, where did you get that? Oh, I need one.
Look at how cool that is. So,
can you wall mount that?
No, it doesn't have a back.
I can make
it. Bet somebody that knows something about customizing could probably put a back on it.
I can make it happen. Where'd you get that?
Walmart, $15.
No kidding.
Yeah, so usually the plastic one's like $12. So for $15, you could, if you wanted, you could spray paint this a different color.
Oh yeah,
you could fit so much more.
I like the color it is right now.
They do hold. They definitely fit the figures on there.
Yeah.
Decent.
If you flipped it the other way, is that wide enough? Are the stairs wide enough to hold a figure on a stand?
What do you mean?
So flip it so that the wide part is facing you, and then
didn't I show you? Didn't you see that?
No. Turn it. Take what you got and then turn it this way.
Oh no! Oh, I see what you're saying. Like this,
right there, just like that. Yeah.
Oh,
is the step?
So. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
If they weren't on a stand,
Yeah, just about.
It'd be tips. It would be hard though. I think.
Be close. Yeah.
I don't know.
I was just thinking it'd be cool because you could have the space just about right to display that way.
Yeah.
Either way.
So I guess what you could probably do is there's hot glue. You can hot glue these things right there, and they're not moving.
That's true.
I actually thought about hot glue, like all my, because I wanted to get all my He-Man figures that's on the top shelf, and they tip up. Once one falls, I got about 30 that fall with them. So I was actually going to hot glue them to this because I'm not going to play with them, and hot glue is not going to ruin it. You can just peel it right off.
Yeah, or 2-sided sticky tape with 1 foot.
Yeah, but I think I think it raises them up a little too much.
Unless and the adhesive, if you leave it on there too long, the adhesive will stick. Duffman, I'm sorry you have a bad back. I just read that.
Did
A
you
lot
watch
of,
my
lot of
toy
work,
hunt?
a lot of workarounds for that though. Get you back into shape. Etienne Elliott. Oh, that's the deluxe one.
I haven't unboxed it yet, but I want to do an unboxing. So they had a bunch of these in the store finally.
If I had to get one, that'd be the one that I would get. Like to shovel snow.
I went to the Dollar Tree, and they have
Is
a
that
new
is that the reaction or final? Yeah, final faction.
Final Faction. Yeah, look at, and they call it Venom.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I don't know if it glows in the dark, but that's cool. I figured I wanted to get one. I did pick up
crazy.
one turtle. I wanted one turtle. Michelangelo is my favorite, so I picked up the storage shell version.
I still have the original one like that.
Yeah, I have all 4 of them from the original. They actually have Shredder. I want to pick up Shredder because Shredder, I don't have a minty Shredder, but they also have Krang on this card, and I think Rocksteady. It's either, no, maybe it's Bebop. One of those two.
Bebop,
I always mix them up. It's the Rhino.
You
Who's
guys
the
are
Rhino?
crazy.
Is it Rocksteady or Bebop?
Lack and Rolando love shoveling snow, so they said they were on their way over to help you out, Dean, if you can't get that started.
So I picked up, this is the final one I needed.
Oh, the Nostromo.
So I have them.
Was that Kane or Dallas? Who's the?
So this is
Kane, Ripley, and Ash. Nice.
This is Ash with a removable head, I believe. This is exclusive to this set.
Jonesy's in there too.
Yeah, Jonesy. So I have this one from before.
Oh my God, you got them all.
And then this one.
Where's Dallas? You got Dallas? There he is. Dallas and Lambert. That's all.
Like that looks good like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Actually,
Might display it like that.
just like that. That Nightbot gives bots a look. Bad name, Lobot. Don't worry, he's not ruining your rep. No enemies here. Nightbot love those. Leave those kids alone.
So my last hunt,
Pink Floyd.
Picked up all the way from here, but I found the chase.
Lat got it. Pink Floyd.
So one of my latest toy hunt videos is I had.
Collection is taps.
I went to Target, right, and I found Shawn Michaels from Series 17, and I asked if they had any more out back. I gave him the DPC number for Ken Shamrock. She says, yeah, we have some out back. So she comes back. Now she went out back to get this again. Now, if you didn't hear me the first time, she went out back, came back with Ken Shamrock and also Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was still in the shipper case. All the Ken Shamrocks were out of the shipper case, but there was 4 except for the chase.
Huh.
So now I'm just looking for good boxes because I like to keep these boxes. So I'm more focused on the boxes than I am with the actual figure. So I picked up a decent looking box and I grabbed this Ken Shamrock. But look at this Ken Shamrock. What's different? How did I say that? What's different than the other, or something like that? What's that go?
One of these things doesn't like the other.
Yeah, one of these things doesn't look like
green
the other.
shorts.
Besides the color of the shorts. Exactly. I was like, I didn't notice it at first. This one doesn't have the weight belt.
Is it supposed to?
Yeah, he's supposed to have the weightlifting belt.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah. So this is what he's supposed to look like, and this was they grabbed this out back. So an employee ripped this open and took the belt out.
That's messed up.
Yeah. So now I got to be the same Target. I went and I had to return the Lego set that somebody returned and put the wrong pieces in, which I felt like they were like it was you that did it. I guess that's how you
Oh
felt.
yeah.
They didn't come across saying it, but I kind of felt like, here, I bought this Lego set yesterday and I opened it up and it's not all the right pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like, so now I got to go back and return this saying, hey, I bought this. I could be and say, I'm just going to return these, but I feel like it's my duty to say, it's missing a piece. Don't put it back on the shelf because I don't want this happening to somebody else.
They probably won't listen to you. They'll put it back on anyway.
Maybe.
I returned a NECA figure that was one of the cloth ones with a big old tear in the shirt, and it was like that when I opened it up. I didn't snag it. It just, I opened it up and there was clearly a snag. I returned it, and I went back to go do my toy search, and there it was sitting on the shelf.
Really?
Yep.
Well, it's funny when I returned that Lego set, the employee was actually behind the counter and said, "Oh yeah, I remember taking that in the other day. Somebody purchased it, and when I scanned it, they told me, that the store register thing told them to put it at a marked down price because it was an online only piece or something like that. But they didn't open it up or anything like that to check to see."
Catching up on the chat here. I don't know what dinosaur that is, Lack, but I hope you find it. Blue's got pudding with his gravy and his meat. Lack says those are often awesome pickups. We do have the great, fantastic Vader's Girl joining us here. Hidden Gun in the book. We got a trace of snow. Rolando's got a little bit of snow.
Oh yeah, Brandon's here, and I think I saw. Who else was here? It was Vader's Girl's here. Hi, Kat.
Yep, Kat.
You probably already said all this, right? But I'm just.
Nope. I know. I was trying to catch up, and I was way behind because of the snow thing. And I'm just trying to weed through this to see. Looks like some. The cool aliens. GeForce likes your alien set.
Yeah, those.
Has anyone tried Ranger Foundry Wax to create?
Speaking of alien, did you ever see this alien life form?
What? Is he out?
You don't watch my videos? Look at that. So this was with the ET, and they had the ET with the shirt too.
I have to get that out.
I want to get him, but Alf.
Oh my God, that is
good
great.
In box too. It's a good box.
Yeah, he's probably going to be one of the few. Most of my NECAs are in box, but he's one that I'll probably take out.
And speaking of aliens, also look at this guy. I did a toy hunt yesterday, and I'm like, "What the heck is that? That's creepy." And then I did a walk by again, and I saw the belly, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, there's somebody in there. I know what that is. That's Men in Black."
Oh yeah.
Look at it's K.
It's the cricket thing from the first one.
Yeah, look at how cool. So it has all that, and this was $8.
Where?
Look at his mouth moves.
Was that your toy store? Your toy store?
See his mouth? Yeah. This was it's like an antique store where they have a bunch of vendors.
Icebox Comics.
I also grabbed this guy.
What is that? Army Troll?
These are jewels or something like that. Treasure
Trolls.
Treasure Trolls, that's what it is.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
GeForce thinks they'll put a clearance sticker on that Ken.
Yeah.
I'll have to try the Foundry Wax. Just asking because it's expensive. And
Ghostbusters. I don't have any of these versions of Ghostbusters, and I figure this was $5. So that's pretty good.
Not bad.
And then this one right here. So I'm like, I don't have any what's this line? I can't think of it offhand. I know about it. I even said it in the I said it in the video. What's that?
Toy Biz?
This is a Toy Biz, but I was thinking it was I can't remember the line, but it's not. It's actually the regular, like the retro Spider-Man that they're making now.
Yeah.
on the retro cards. This is what they're making those figures from. Like
Okay,
the
it's
black
not
suited Spider-Man is this version.
it's not
this
the
one.
older ones.
Yeah, and the other ones were Secret Wars. That's what it is. Secret Wars. I thought it was Secret Wars, but it's not. The Secret Wars weren't.
Okay.
They weren't more articulated. They only had solid, like
Yeah.
sculpts. This one actually has bend in the
Oh,
elbow.
elbow.
Knees.
Yeah.
And again, he can
Pretty
do the.
impressive.
This guy also can do the crane. You
So
know,
the
you got a good figure when they can do the crane.
Secret Wars, huh? Bonehead dinosaur who hate each other like sheep and rams and goats. Okay.
So I went online, right?
I
And
do
I'm
remember
like, because I'm looking at this figure, and you see that slit on his chest,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what is that? What is it missing? So I went online, I looked at a video, and it's actually a string that you pull out. So I'm like, oh, cool. So you flip this down and you pull
Oh
it out.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, cool. And I'm trying to pull it out with my fingernail. The thing won't budge. So I get a butter knife and I do that, and I freaking broke it off.
And you found it.
I just dropped the piece, but
Whoops.
so I broke it off. Look at that. And there's nothing in it. So did they make, I don't know, did someone super glue it, or did somebody
I mean, I don't know. It could have been a fix.
yeah.
Or could it have been a reused mold that they just sealed up, and
Yeah.
maybe it was one of
Exactly.
those. Maybe it was a gimmick figure and they reused the mold and just didn't add the gimmick. Because you said that
Yeah.
was the Secret Wars, right?
This isn't. I thought it was, but it's
Oh.
not. It's the regular
The regular one.
yeah, the regular line.
I'm with you, G-Force, man. If there will be no hesitation whatsoever when I find that elf. It's mine.
So I will
Protectors.
super glue this back. So is G-Force one Alf too?
He wants elf too. Yeah. Stone protectors. Is that the trolls? Is that what Victor's talking about? Is that what?
Yeah, that's as a stone protect. Who said
Okay.
that?
Okay. Yeah, Victor said that.
Victor? Yeah.
Drop is called a stone protector, and used to watch the cartoons.
So this is the only stone. They had trolls there too. The big, the trolls. They had army trolls, I think they were called,
That's
or whatever.
funny.
And they had crates. So I want to grab one of those. Those were $10 to $12 each, which is not too bad. But
All right. I think I'm caught up. If I missed you guys in the chat, I apologize. Just retype it if there's a question that you had that I missed. Let me know. TJ, I did see the Foundry wax. I've never heard of that, man. I know we use, like on the POA, we talked about, like, Vern uses this as epoxy. Dean, you've used it before. If that's the kind of stuff you're talking about. I've never heard of Foundry wax, though.
no.
But there's all kinds of stuff to use, but it's just a matter of what you like to scope with and what's available and cheap. God dang it, 8 stores. Yeah, no, because I was really surprised after you found your ET, and I think that's probably the last video that I saw. I went to go look for, and I did find one in Target, but I have yet to see the elf. But I found my ET maybe like a week after you found yours.
Which one? The regular ET?
So they had 2 of the 3. They had the regular one and the one in the dress.
Yeah, they just released the one with the flannel shirt.
With Elliot?
No, just him with the flannel with the regular shirt. They have that version. It's called the telepathic ET. Remember when he was drinking? He got drunk and stuff like that. They have that version. I do want to get all versions because I'm a big ET fan. But and I thought it was only going to be like an Entertainment Earth because I've only seen it online.
So you are going to get them? You are going to
get them. I'm ET man. I gotta get it, but
I can't. There's just the ETs to me are like the Gremlins. Like I might get one, but I'm not going to get the whole. Because if I get all the back to school Gremlin, the Flasher Gremlin, the Gamer Gremlin, the Demolition Crew Gremlin. I mean, I can't.
I only get a few that I really want, but ET. See, I can see customizing some of these ETs. So like the ET that lights up, I want to make the capsule that he was in when he was sick.
Oh yeah.
And I want to give him a whitewash paint job, so it looks like when he was, when he was sick, he was all white and pasty. So I want to make that version and put it in the capsule. I think
Orlando,
that'd be cool.
you and Lack know those dinosaurs better than I do. That's pretty impressive.
And then I also want to make an ET when he's wearing the Halloween costume. So I'll get clown shoes, make clown shoes, and just put a white cloth on him and have him walk like that. And I want to get a Yoda figure and put it next to him. So remember when he was walking, when he was trick-or-treating, he passed by that Yoda. You don't remember that part? You have your. I'm just removing right now. I'm going to take out. Is this the way I'm going? Is this the right way, or is it this way? I am taking your ET card away.
Take it.
I have your ET card right here.
It's probably been. I don't think. I mean, our daughter's 16, and I know it was way before that. The last time I watched that movie, so it's been 20 years at least since I.
So that was a fun. So he went out trick or treating. And he's walking by and he sees all these creatures and he's like, you can see through his eyes. So it's
right. You got the holes.
Like Michael Myers.
I remember that scene. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he walks by the Yoda and he was like, home, home, home.
God, I wish I remembered that. What price was on the Power Ring on sale for? John wants to know.
The what?
What price was that Power Ring on sale for? Is that something that you...
What power ring?
Something from your video, maybe?
It's a power ring?
From your toy hunt? I don't
know. It must have been waiting. So the power ring must have been the Target store. Well, you'll have to ask me later, because I don't know what power ring you're talking about.
DC character McFarlane.
You do know who Yoda is, right?
That's the guy from Mandalorian, right?
That's the guy. That's the guy that's in the back of all Super John's videos. He's a Yoda hoarder.
That's the only good part of the movie is that scene. That's funny. Star Wars, Toya, and Yoda.
Yeah, Duffman.
55 gremlins. See, that's where I don't want to be, definitely.
Yeah, but Duffman does it well, man. See, he made a little diorama from the movie theater, which, dude, that would look so cool right here next to my movie theater seats. But then you'd have to load it up with a bunch of gremlins.
What is wrong with this Nightbot, man? Ed5, hello, greetings, and please ignore the Nightbot. Nightbot just gave him a warning.
Yeah, you can't even. What? Come on. How do you?
I reported Nightbot, by the way, for harassment.
Yeah. Can I? Let me hold on. Wait a second. I think I can put user in timeout. So everyone, I just put time. I put
blocked for. That's too funny, man.
I just put Nightbot in timeout.
All hail Nightbot.
Nightbot has been blocked for 5 minutes. If you can see this, as Nightbot has been blocked for 5 minutes.
JB, who's JB?
Nightbot's like he's a security guard that just got fired.
Oh God, that's hilarious. Oh hey,
yeah.
Did we have anything for fitness? I don't think we did.
We did pre-workout.
What's that?
We talked about pre-workout for like
20
minutes.
We did. We talked about pre-workout. That'll work.
We checked that box right there.
Yep, we checked the box. We kind of ad-libbed, but we can say we planned that. I think we planned it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I mean, when we talked about it before the show, we talked all about pre-workout. We had this research done.
Yeah, we did. This is all like improvised, as you can tell. But that's what it is. That's what's, to me, that's what's fun is just hanging out with you and hanging out with everybody here and just talking toys and fitness. And anybody know how to clean it and fix a carburetor on a snowblower before the storm comes?
I told you, man. Rolando and Lack love shoveling, so I think you should just get them over there.
Yeah, they say we're supposed to get heavy snow tonight for the morning. So
Well,
I did get a new car. Did I tell you I got a new car? I sold my old car. Bought some toys with the money.
Hold on. It was a Chevy, right?
It is a Chevy. Well, we don't have to reveal my the make, because then people are gonna follow me around.
Okay. But it was used but new to you, right?
It is a new use. It's over 7 years younger.
I know.
than
I
my
mean,
old
you
car.
know, it's not like, you know, well, like I said, the 81 that I had, I mean, you didn't expect those things to last more than 125,000 miles, and they were going to get so many repairs needed that it wasn't worth keeping. I think cars from the last 20 years are going to last 200,000 miles plus easily. What did you say yours was at? You sent the
463,000 miles.
That's insane.
Yeah, it would have kept going. I didn't sell it because it was dead. I sold it because a car came up at a decent
you
price.
had almost 500,000 miles.
Good miles. So
TJ, you running from store to you making the toy hunt, man? TJ's making it about riding Ansel's grave from you. Ed 5.
yeah, did you say hi to Ed?
I did.
Hi, Ed.
And he said, smash that like button. Thank you, Ed. Any 350 Chevy will last. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. And yeah, that was even back in the day. Those 350s would. It's not the motor, you know. It wasn't the motor, though. It was like you put a 350 in something and it's going to tear up the transmission after 150,000 miles, or something's going to go out, you know.
See, the only reason why mine lasted so long because it was a standard shift.
Yeah. TJ's got a good point. Yeah, if you take care of it, like, of course, yeah. And us being in the north, that's another thing. TJ's got a point. Like with us up here, you know, the rust from the salt. If you got to stay on that.
That's why I had to get rid of it, because of the holes were underneath the rockers and stuff like that.
Oh, was it getting bad?
It was getting pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful.
It would within probably another year it would have looked like Fred Flintstone.
You would have had your Flintstone mobile. Well, that's a short drive. Yeah, 2,300 miles away. It's like what, a 12-hour flight? No big deal.
All right, so that's it.
Chevy vehicles are always garbage here. But you got a Saturn emblem on your thing, JB. You know Saturn was under GM's marker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you. I didn't like the regular Chevy vehicles. You know, we always had bad luck with their rust as far as that goes. But I had 2 Saturns over the years, and they were probably definitely 2 of my favorite vehicles. I loved my Saturn Aura. I got the V6, and the thing was nice. It was very nice. Rode like a dream too. It reminded me of the old the way it rode reminded me of the old God, like a Cutlass, or you remember those? The big boats, things that just floated down the road.
Yeah.
But they were, you know, like 12 feet long vehicles, 15 feet, whatever, ridiculously long.
Yeah, you can't drive them on a windy day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And they didn't handle curves very well either, but we said, if you were just on the highway, nothing more comfortable than one of those guys. The doors fall apart. Yeah. Everything falls apart when it starts rusting. Cars' bodies last so much longer in the South. Yeah, it's the thing, man. It's beautiful. Yeah, Saturns are great. I do love them. Miss them.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I apologize to our viewers for my lack of attention to any videos, yourself included? I have been distracted. I have had a death in the family, so if there's anything that I missed, I just wanted to let you know that I do apologize. I miss you guys, and I feel horrible for not catching as many of the videos and stuff. Lack, I know you're one of them that's on my list. Like I don't know that I'll ever have a chance to catch up with some of the content that's been put out over the last month, but it's been
especially kind of busy. He had like a 3-hour stream yesterday.
Yeah, he streams and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like if I do have I've been working on pictures, and like if I turn this camera around right now, I know that I actually had to shove a bunch of stuff out of the way so you guys didn't see it. I have boxes from my mom's house pretty much to my left. I had to crawl over them to get to my computer. And it's lined up all the way to the end of my room down here. So
Yeah, life takes over.
yeah, sometimes.
Unexpected too. So I'm very sorry. We've chatted before and stuff like that. So it's definitely not an easy thing to talk about. And I wasn't sure if we should bring it up or anything like that. But thank you for letting us know, letting everyone know and stuff like that. But yeah, we definitely wish you and your family all the best, and hopefully, yeah, it's tough. We know how hard it is.
Yeah, I didn't mean to drag it down. I wanted to apologize because I know it's been a solid month since I've probably hit any of yours up, and I didn't want you guys to think that I was abandoning you or anything like that. And
Yeah.
I probably won't have any videos myself for a while till we get this stuff squared away. Although I'm debating on I wanted to put like a little tribute video for her.
Oh,
I
nice.
might post that and make it public. I'm not sure. I got to get my sister's okay because a lot of pictures that I put in there have the it's a lot of them are from us, the family. So
Yeah.
if they're cool with it, I'll probably put it up there. If not,
So are you gonna put it on your channel or like on Instagram or?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, like I said, if they're okay with it, I just kind of wanted to do, just put something out there to show my respect and yeah.
So
Thank you all.
do you mind if I talk about your mom for a minute?
Not at all. No, not at all.
So was your mom a collector at all?
You know what? She was in a sense, not like me, but as we were going through her stuff, we found, small, like oddly enough, she had like a lighter collection, a coin collection. She had like little angels, figurines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she could have filled that shelf with what I
Really?
found.
So
Easily.
like the angel collection, it wasn't like something that you would buy her for Christmas. I mean, these are things that she purchased herself.
Yep, these are things that she went on. I didn't, because I would have, if I'd have known, I would have definitely encouraged it. But
Yeah, my mom collected angels too.
really,
Yeah,
that's
my mom's
crazy.
still around. My dad's gone, and but yeah, she collects it. Oh, she did. She collected angels, so that's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And lighters, like she had these like collectible lighters. I thought that was odd, like
Yeah,
just random. You could tell they were collector items. They're not because they're fancy. You know what I mean? And one of
yeah.
them's got her name on it, and like why like
Really?
a Zippo. Yeah,
No
yeah.
kidding.
I thought that was odd. Yeah, but it's cool though.
That is, it's amazing how much we don't know about our parents.
Well, it's not that, well, she was always proud of mine though. She would, oh my God, she would tell everybody she could, like, oh, my son's got this huge collection. And I would get people asking me about it that I didn't know. Like, how do you know about my collection? Oh, your
Really?
mom told me.
She was so she knew about your channel, obviously, right?
Yeah, she loved you. She liked you.
Did
She's
she?
like, oh, that guy that you talk to on Sundays, he's so nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you, everybody. I see all the condolences here. Thank you. And
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Lack. Yeah, man. Like I said,
And my family don't watch my videos really. My sister
No?
popped into one of our chats one time.
Women always need your. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep. I'm not doing that without permission, man.
But I found out like my dad, like my mom told me that my dad did most of the Christmas shopping. And when I was growing up, when it came to like $6 Million Man, Stretch Armstrong, I had like the whole line, all the play sets. So I'm wondering if my dad was a collector at heart, because
Really? Yeah.
doing the toy hunts, buying like the lines and stuff like that, I wonder if he got satisfaction without buying stuff for himself, but things like that. So I wonder if he was a collector at heart.
Yeah. See, I think it is. I think it's in the gene somewhere. You just not. I
Yeah.
mean, we latched on the toys because that was part of our childhood and growing up, and we had the opportunity. She had. Oh God, I completely forgot. Jane and Johnny West. Do you know who I'm talking about?
It sounds familiar.
Okay, so look it up when you get a chance. Jane and Johnny West. I totally spaced it. She had like all the original Jane and Johnny West sets, like pre-Barbie. It was they were like Barbie toys. I don't know if they were Mattel or who they were, but they had a horse. It was like a 10-inch, 9-inch figure, whatever. Had a horse, and they had really cool accessories, like for the time, because you're talking about the '60s here, and they had like the guys had like a little holster for his gun and a little toy gun and all kinds of Western outfits, like the hats, and um, it was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So she had all that stuff.
She did. Yep. She did. We sold a lot of it a few years ago when she first started having her health issues, but she did have she had a big collection. I love this one though. Did you see TJ's got teapots?
Hold that. I'll back off. You can.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
No,
Thank
you can't have two people working. You pulled it up, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, did you see that? I love this. 360 teapots. I would love to see. I would love to have seen that. That's cool. Because teapot, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Those kind of things. It's like you enjoy this collection. Whatever it is that you get out of it, it's cool. And Ed Fives has a fairy collection. His mom had a fairy collection. Cook's fairies, not just me in her collection either.
Hi, Tina. Tina's here.
Oh, Tina. Thank you, Lobot.
Yeah, Tina has a shot glass collection. Nutcracker. My son collected nutcrackers for a bit. Speaking of nutcrackers, have you watched Violent All the Way?
Yes, Violent Night.
Yeah, Violent All the Way.
The one with David Harbour.
I was thinking Jingle All the Way. Violent Night.
I knew what you meant. Yeah, no, I bought it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch. This is gonna be a Christmas classic. That's great.
Yeah, right. When I first watched it, I thought it was supposed to be a little bit more serious. So I was kind of like, it's kind of corny. And then I fell asleep, and then I went back at a different frame of mind, like thinking it's gonna be a fun, corny holiday movie.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep.
6 minutes in, you kind of know which direction it's going.
Yeah.
Scene from the.
Right. The rooftop.
Yeah. That's awesome. Matches GeForce. That's really cool, man. And there's like a marker for where you've traveled.
Just like shot glass. People collect shot glass.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. If I can get a picture of it, I know we've packed all that stuff up, but if I get a picture of it, I'll try to get one. Silverware spoons. Oh yeah, my mother-in-law did the silverware thing. I like that.
Did you read Ghost? Oh, are you up above me? His grandmother runs several antique stores.
Nutcracker. Nope, I'm way behind here.
Sorry.
Nutcracker, small child collection.
That's why I saw the Nutcracker.
Yeah, Tina, shot glass for. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. You see, we should do a. You know what? A collection, like a random collection thing. We got to integrate that somehow, because it's more than just toys. Toys toys are cool. Toys are great, but toys could be anything. A shot glass collection could be, it's a collection, right? It's what we do.
Absolutely.
It's part of what makes what we do fun. Matchbooks. We need to do like a hashtag with like show off your collection or something like that. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but when I first started my channel, when I first started my channel, I had a segment, and one of my early videos was, and I think I only did it once, was what makes you geek strong. See, Geek Strong isn't me. Geek Strong is a community. Geek Strong is what are you geek about? And my buddy at work, he's a geek when it comes to fingerboarding.
The fingerboard. I remember the video. Yep.
So I had him. He did like a few minutes of fingerboarding, and I recorded it. So that's what it'd be cool. But I had people at work and other people that I knew that were geeks about stuff, but they were like, "I don't want to be on your video. I don't want you to make money off of me." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not make money. What are you talking about?" I don't
But
know,
it's
but
well, and those people aren't the ones that are, maybe they're a little different with their collection, but I mean, I'm all about sharing the
it
studies.
wasn't even collection. My buddy does a lot of racing. He has he works on cars and he does drag racing and stuff like that. If that's what you call it, from one point to another, how fast you can go. That's what he does.
Yeah,
That drag racing,
that's cool.
kind of.
Yep, yep.
And
I think so. Yeah,
so I was gonna do like a little segment on that and show some videos of his performance and things like that. So again, yeah, anything can be geek and
yeah,
strong and
yeah,
a collection and nerdy.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I finally got the ghosts. Grandma ran several antique stores and had homes
Yeah.
filled with stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great if you own the home, but not if you have to clear it out. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Tina needs a Bondi Beach for her collection. So if anybody has a Bondi Beach shot glass or sees one or knows where one is, we need to hook her up.
Yeah.
And TJ wants
Where
Nutcracker.
is Bonnie Beach?
TJ, be careful. You might get Rolando or who had the toenail collection. That was Fabulous Disaster, wasn't it? You might get Fabulous
No, was
Disaster.
it? No, that was Connor had the toenail collection.
Oh, was it Connor?
He was gonna send it to G for us.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry. That's too
I would
funny.
hate to
Man.
get that package.
Autograph.
Hey, we got a package
Oh, yeah.
delivery. We're gonna do an unboxing on my channel today. Open it up and all toenail clippings.
Dump the toenails on. Yeah, autographs. That's like an OG. Yeah, if you think about it, that's who was it? I know I saw a video with one of our community. Oh, Maria Iantelli. One of her videos, she had and famous people too, because of I think some interactions she had with her dad, if I remember right. But look for that video if you can find that in her collection. She had one with like, oh, if there's a movie star, top tier movie star, she had like an autograph with a photo of them in a book, and that's pretty awesome, man. I think it's got to be priceless, but also, what that means to a person that collects autographs. I've seen all these people. I've met them. That's always one of those where I wish I had the time to collect something like that, because that would be so cool. Because you're talking about pictures or whatever they sign, whatever it is. It's a little piece of that memory.
I'm reading over here, Super John.
Go ahead. Knock it out. I'm way behind. I'm over here in La La Land. I'm thinking memorabilia and.
Super John must have watched my latest video because they had snorks on the shelf, and I'm like, how often do you see snorks?
Snorks.
And they were $8 each, and he says they sell for 12 to 15 shipping. Now I'm tempted to go back and grab them. You know the snorks? They were like Smurfs. Let me show you a snork if you don't know.
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna block me for a moment. How do
Gems,
I
minerals. Oh yeah, my daughter was coffee mugs. I'm with you on the coffee mug. Is that a snork? So that's what a snork looks like, huh? Porno Rocky. Ed 5, that's cool, man. T-shirts. That's funny. I have a small, humble T-shirt collection too. It's all Marvels. Gems and minerals were something that my daughter was into for a while. We kept getting her all like the tiger eye, the garnet. What is it? Whatever.
So I sit on this milk crate when I do live streams.
Oh yeah.
And when I put on a few pounds, my back goes out. So
Uncut.
I didn't want you guys to watch my getting off this thing like, oh.
Is that why we saw Porno Rocky?
That's why Porno Rocky made an appearance. But this is a Munchichi. I just pulled him off because he's super cute. But this is a snork. Remember the snorks?
I guess
not. Lived underwater, I believe.
So a
came out, I
snorkel.
think, around the same time as Smurfs.
Nope. Never seen one of those. I've seen the other thing though you had. I do remember those. What did you say it was called? And
they had some cool ones there. They had a couple of the girls with like purple colors.
Hard rock.
Excuse me.
Those
Really
the hard
cool.
rock ones are also always cool.
Damn you, John. See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Not damn you,
See?
I'm sorry. Darn you, John. Now I'm gonna go out and buy
Crap.
some snorks when I wasn't going to.
Antique furniture. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not hard to collect. It's not easy to collect antique furniture, but it's definitely. Fondy is in Sydney, Australia, so that's going to be a little bit
Sorry,
tough
man.
to get. Jennifer. Oh, Jonathan Redmond joined us as well. Thank you. Good morning.
Hey, Jonathan.
Or kind of, yeah, late morning.
Yeah. Ed remembers the snorks.
Yeah, you got me, man. That was a new one on me.
Captain Spaulding. Hey, Captain.
Captain
Yeah, they
Spaulding.
were water versions of the Smurfs.
Oh, okay.
I love the Smurfs. I don't know why I liked the Smurfs so much back in the day. But when I used to go 7th grade, I used to go to. There was like the pharmacy in the local neighborhood. I'd go there and they'd sell the Smurfs, so I'd buy some of those. But also, my buddy in 7th grade, he would sell me some Smurfs. I think he would take them from his sister and sell them to me. So I'd go in the hallway. Hey man, get the Smurfs.
Like a back alley transaction.
Yeah, exactly. Buying Smurfs in the hallways of elementary school, and then during classes, I would draw on the chalkboard a Smurf because I used to like to. I drew a lot. I would draw a Smurf getting hung underneath a big pot of water. It was like my thing, a big pot of boiling water, and it would say "Help kill Smurfs." But I love Smurfs. I was probably more of a Gargamel, I guess.
That sounds like it, yeah.
But I love the
The
Smurfs.
cat ate him, right? Chris, Thousands Goat. Yeah, I saw I forgot you have all kinds of he's got the coolest card collection actually. He's got the like movies and comics, some autographs, and you're due for another blind bag opening for cards, I think. I liked those videos. I like watching because it was like a flashback. You'd open those up like, oh, I remember that one. I had that at one point. I mean, I those long since gone from my collections, but
I love Ghosts.
thanks, Orlando. Thank you.
I love his videos. I love his style he does. I like his live streams are really cool too. I just like the style of his. It's set up and doing unboxing, showing stuff and things like that, revealing, talking through it. He does it really well, and it's like hypnotizing.
Yeah. Captain Spaulding has a lot of signed figures and photos. That's awesome. So physical photos, not just digital, right? Like something you can show, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Snorks are
exactly,
cool.
Tim.
Everyone's
Exactly,
day.
Yeah, those little shot glasses. It's like a snapshot of memory of where you've been. Yeah.
I got these out to put them away since this is like the second time I've seen somebody mention coffee mugs. I've got like this foiled Marvel one.
I'm gonna pull you up.
Okay. This is by no means all of them. These are just ones that I need to stack back into my collection. I don't know if you guys remember these or not, but it's those thermal mugs. So when you put the hot water in it, the stones get colored.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's also like there's a space background. It looks a lot like the background on our on your page there. This one I haven't even taken out of the box yet. Got Batman Through the Years. So each side of it's got like one of those Batman is on all the sides of the mug. So I don't have a whole lot of them, but this is I think I got like three more mugs.
If I was to collect anything outside of toys, I think I would like to collect those pens that you would tip upside down and like they would fill with liquid and like a little boat would float down or I like those. Those pens are pretty cool. Do you guys remember the pens?
Yep. Oh yeah, Tiger Eye, Melisite. Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go back out hunting and I gotta get some snorks. I gotta look for a what is it, a raptor or something like that for a G.I. Joe?
The Rattler.
The Rattler.
Cobra Rattler. Yep.
And I got to fix the carburetor in my snowblower.
Shelf. Was that a Jabba the Hutt? John wants to know if that was a Jabba the Hutt in a Kenner baggie just jammed on that shelf. I'm assuming he's talking about your video again.
I think it was that was the Hulk hand, I believe. It was a Hulk fist. There was another Hulk fist loose right behind it, so I think it fell out of the bag. But it was
works. Oh, that's funny.
What has humanoids? That store has Inhumanoids figures. Awesome. What? I didn't see any Inhumanoids.
Did you miss it? It's your video.
Dude, the place was stacked.
I know.
With so much stuff. It was like I was doing the pacing. I'm like, I had stuff in my hands. I'm like this, pacing back and forth. What should I get? What do I want to get? And because I didn't want to spend like too much money.
Ed5 says they used to sell those Smurfs at the gas station in Australia. That's pretty cool. I don't think I ever saw one at a gas station.
I even text Lefko's Graphics Rick to see if he wanted that soap on a rope, Mr. T, because he likes Mr. T.
Yeah.
And but I'm like, I kind of want it, so I'm gonna grab it. If he wants it, we can do a deal. You know, he can give me the $10 and I get a package. I get to ship to him anyways. But yeah, it was like, do I get this? Do I get that? But man, I didn't know they were Inhumanoids.
Yeah, that's well. I mean, sometimes you can't. I've seen plenty of toy hunt videos where people note stuff in their video, but they skip right over like GI Joe. Yeah. They don't even realize there's a Star Wars in there.
So John, I might have to take a sick day from Jeopardy Challenge today. I'll be toy hunting.
Captain Spaulding. So they are physical photos that he has. No
kidding. That's
awesome. I missed the artwork, man. I missed the art. I don't know if you can see it back there, but sorry, this side. Do you see that? Do you see the Punisher right on top of the GI Joe?
Yeah, I think so.
I've got a whole set of those too. It's like Punisher, Wolverine, Spider-Man. They were like it's really cool Marvel art, but they're done in the style of those. Do you remember those motivational posters and artwork that you'd see, like the eagle that had soar underneath it, and then like a little snippet of some motivational phrase? Do you remember those?
No, I don't. Not so much.
No, you'd see them at like offices and schools, and it's a picture, and then there's like a caption with a word, and then underneath it there'd be like some motivational phrase or something like that. Well, they did a set of those with Marvel characters.
I'm reading some of the captions underneath. Who has a Voltron diecast? What are you guys talking about?
Voltron. Ooh.
They had some diecast, but I think they were Shogun Warriors. But they could have been Voltron at my store. But I haven't even released that video, so you're not talking about me. I have a video on my channel, but it's unlisted right now because I still have to make the thumbnail. And I don't think I can't release 3 toy hunts in one day, can I? No one's gonna watch them.
Right by the, so he says right by the Jurassic Park figures were those humanoids, I'm guessing. Forgot to mention this. G-Force, of course, I should have expected G-Force was the one that remembers the nudie pens. You were talking about the...
Yeah.
They had the ones where you turned it upside down and then it would, yep, she'd have a dress.
That would definitely go in that collection.
Yeah, you almost have to get those, right? Captain Spaulding had one of those too in his pen collection. God, I think I did Coca-Cola. That was another one. Coca-Cola memorabilia. I had a pretty good size collection of those before toys started becoming prevalent. Like the bottles, the bears. The Coca-Cola bear was my favorite. Remember the polar bear when that first came out?
I have a Funko Pop of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Latched onto that one.
Yeah.
As a kid, but not now. Oh man. Hold on. Now you got me.
So Ed says, why not? I think he means why not put out 3 videos? Because I noticed that like if I have like you would hope a video would, reach a few more people, but I don't want to put a video and only get 30 views when I think it's a decent toy hunt because.
Why not?
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, so
How cool is that?
got the little phrase underneath it, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you got that glare with the TV, the screen and
No, I see
everything,
it.
but it's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's cool art, and then it's got the little um, motivational phrase. Eraser collection. Okay,
Really?
okay.
Yeah. They did make a lot of cool erasers, didn't they?
Since we're talking erasers,
Yeah.
so
Back
I
in the
got
80s, they had a ton. 70s, 80s.
Garfield. That's actually an eraser. And then
When you showed that, I almost saw like a. When you showed that Garfield, it looked like a banana, and I'm almost thinking, did they make like fruit erasers? It's. I'm feeling that it's familiar. That Garfield's pretty cool.
it's cool, isn't it?
I don't have any Garfield, and I used to have the Garfield phone. Now I got to go out and look for Garfield stuff.
I'm gonna stop. Roz's sister has a eraser collection. That's the one that I was just showing about the my Garfield for. And then Rolando's sister has the Coke stuff, just like I used to. I stopped doing that because it was just, I don't know, just I didn't have a place for it. I do still have some of the things that line up with my current collections. Like I have a Coca-Cola Semi. It's a die-cast vehicle, so it's a truck. So it fits with my Hot Wheel collection. And 30 views is better than no views.
Yeah, true. But the thing, it's not necessarily about the views. It's that there's cool stuff. I want people to, I don't make, I'm making the videos, and I know you do too, Ghost. So I'm not saying anything negative. But like Snorks, man, I want more than 30 people to see the Snorks. There's some cool stuff in this store. I get excited to show it, and it would be nice. Actually, usual Mike just watched that video too, and so that's pretty cool.
But you get 30 videos, then you've touched 30 people with your Snork. Just saying.
Whoa, I don't want to get arrested or anything.
GeForce has a weird collection of birthday cards, Christmas greeting cards. I love that. That's great. I mean,
that's called hoarding.
I'm assuming those were to you and not just like buying them because they looked cool in the store. But either way, yeah. You know, my wife was laughing at me because I think one of the boxes that I cleared out had some of my old greeting cards. I finally parted with them, but
I'm the same way. I was going through a bin and I have a stack of birthday cards and stuff like that.
Some videos RUM usually has the Semi. RUM usually has the Semi from 20 GeForce Miner and Scrapbooks. Okay, see, then it's not a hoarding. If he's making a screen, he's making a collection out of it. That's not hoarding. That's the difference.
I'm a hoarder when it comes to opening boxes, man. I have a stack of boxes up in the attic.
GeForce borderline hoarder. He said it too. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it is. There's a fine line because I think, as a matter of fact, I read an article about that. So the difference between like a hoarder and a collector is a fine line to some people, because somebody that doesn't have that gene that you and I and our family obviously has can look at that and say, oh my God, that's why do you have all that? You collecting all this junk, because that's what they see it as. The difference between a hoarder and a collector is that a hoarder is slightly ashamed. I think they know that they have stuff and they have
that's me
concerns. Well, but they're not going to share it. Here's the difference. The difference is a collector they're proud of what they've got. They have a collection. They know that it's something that has value, so they do not mind sharing it with people.
Yeah, you read GeForce down below coming up.
Okay, no borderline here. Full blown. All right. Well, again, if you would, you recognize the concern. That's the important thing.
Do you ever go through phases and say,
"Oh yeah,
I'm done, man. Something? I'm done. I'm gonna sell a lot of this stuff." And then you walk and you see that one piece, and that just brings you right back in. That's what I was selling stuff at yard sales, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, selling 80s toys, because I'm like, I don't have anybody to share it with. I've had it long enough, and I'm like, something, I'm just gonna, get rid of stuff. just about every morning I wake up, I regret it. But
I just thinking about what I got to get rid of.
yeah, it's just like, well, one of the things that still haunts me to today is I went to a local antique store, just like the one I went to yesterday, a bunch of vendors, and one of the vendors had a gizmo. Now the gizmo was, he had real fur on him, and he was about this tall. His arms moved, and I think his feet might have moved a little bit, but it was, it was an awesome looking figure. And then around the same time, I purchased the singing gizmo. The gizmo that you see at Walmart when you're doing your toy hunts and you actually get it. He's doing his.
It's furry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that seated one. So when I was going through my collection, I'm like, something, I don't need two gizmos. I'm going to get rid of one of them. Which one do I like the best? And I'm like, something, I like the singing one. The singing one, you don't see that often. Now I see him 10, 15 years later. He's still on the shelves. And the other one is like, I almost want to say it's like a grail piece because you don't see it. I don't even know where it came from. But I think I did a search on it later on, and it sells for like $100 to $200 or more.
Holy smoke!
And I sold it at a yard sale for like, $20 or something. So every morning I wake up, that's the first thing that hits my head. Oh, gizmo.
What do I get? Cold sweat waiting.
Cold sweat. So I won't sell anything anymore.
That lines up perfectly with Jonathan's comment here. Never sell anything. That path leads to pain and to the dark side. So you're in touch with the force there.
I had all the Inhumanoids. I had all three large Inhumanoids. I had bunch of the smaller Inhumanoids. I had all that stuff, and I sold it all for like dirt cheap at yard sales. But this was back in the early 90s before I bought a house. But again, we didn't have people in the community that could appreciate it with us.
That's the thing, right?
Love it even more each time because I love this stuff, but it's just like you don't realize how much you like something until it's gone.
Well, and it's not much when you don't have somebody to share it with. Yeah. It's just you enjoying your stuff. But if you can, I mean, I'm not saying it's nothing. Don't get me wrong. I'd probably still have half the stuff I do, but it's so much more fun when you can talk about it,
Yeah, absolutely. But that's what happened with me, is what sparked me, to get ready for that Jeopardy challenge. In the intro. Yeah, that's what, I was selling stuff at yard sales, and then I had a bunch of the Micro Machine play sets.
Oh, yeah.
So I had a lot of regulars that used to come in because I would sell a lot of my 90s Power of the Force figures. I had bins and bins and bins of them. I would buy doubles, open one, and keep one on card. So I ended up selling a bunch at yard sales, not for any profit, just to sell them because I didn't have any room anymore. And somebody wanted to do a trade, and he had the vintage Death Star. Didn't have the box, but he just had it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I want that. And so I did a trade for Micro Machine stuff. And that's what started this snowball again. I'm like, now I want to get all the vintage play sets for Star Wars that I had or didn't have. So it just started the snowball. And
Captain Spaulding gets the cheap NECA stuff. I totally agree because it's, especially now, man, they're getting pretty pricey. Lax says a hoarder is a label people put on it. Others, it's not a real thing. It's all about labels, right? She Snacks, welcome. You got a new sub, and I believe, is that a toy mystery machine?
Ooh, I like it.
I love it.
That is the mystery machine. I do have a bunch of Scooby-Doo right down here. You can see the house right there. Playmobil. So we are Scooby-Doo fans here.
Yep. Scooby-Doo is definitely, I don't have a whole lot of stuff, but I've got the mystery machine, and I do have the well, I've got a couple versions of it. One of them has the die-cast. There's the Jada Toys that had Scoob and Shag die-cast figures with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Jada Toys, the Mystery Machine
I can-
vehicle. Yeah, that one's
can
cool. I saw the
stumble-
Ghostbuster one.
Yeah, hold on. I'll try not to trip over
It
all
had
my
the-
crap here.
It had the Ecto one. I almost grabbed it, but I have a few Ecto ones from Jada Toys. Black just got a Falcon part.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta show you two more things.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
Since this is for She Snack, we got the Mystery Machine with Scoob and Shag, and then this is for you because you said something about my Garfield. And who was it? Who was it that said? Was it Ed 5? You had the
Nice.
gems. So this was one of the bags that I kept over from one of.
What is it? Rocks?
Yeah. There. So there's a place in Ohio where you can they have a little setup where it's.
Yeah.
There's actually caverns, and they take literally big chunks of stuff, and you can mine for your own gems and stones and rocks.
Yeah, we've been to a few. My son was big into collecting rocks when he was younger. He still loves rocks too. I got him we did a Yankee swap.
Yeah.
This year, and I bought a rock tumbler, and he ended up with it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So this
She
is
Snacks
my
has a tattoo.
Oh,
Scooby-Doo.
nice.
How cool
nice.
is that?
So this was part of my my mom's stuff.
Oh, how cool!
She had a whole porcelain set of all the. You got
Odie.
Garfield, Odie, yep, normal, I believe. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Arlene and Pookie.
Wow. How awesome is that?
It's pretty cool,
You
right?
get to display that.
Oh, it's going up, yeah. As soon as I got to find a place for it, but it's yeah. Thought that was pretty cool.
Let's see here. So Lack got the 2006 Millennium Falcon from Brett.
That was the was it the 3 3/4 one, the vintage size?
Yeah, so that would be the Legacy. No, not the 2006. I think that's the one I have. Where is it? Right down here, right there. I think that's that one. 2006. Yeah, that one's a great Falcon. It's from the original sculpt from the 70s.
No merchandise for the new Velma show.
I haven't watched that yet, though. I do want to check it. It actually looks like spooky. Is it good?
I don't know.
Have you seen it? Like
I
advertisements for it?
No, apparently that one went completely under my radar. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it looks
About
good.
likes my Garfield stuff. It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's the POTF2 mold. Oh, Black says it's the last release of the POTF2 mold. Garfield books and a couple of porcelain figs. Oh, Ed 5's got some Garfield books. Yeah, I think we had. I don't think I have them anymore, but we did have like Garfield 1 through 16 or something like that. I don't know where those went. I probably don't have them anymore. Velma, okay, so Chris,
Ooh.
1000th Ghost says Velma is
that.
trash on the highest order. So we've got one bad review.
Oh, so disappointing.
Oh, and Jonathan
Yeah,
says
Jonathan.
the third worst TV show ever made in history.
What
Wow.
are the other two?
Wow. I mean, now I kind of want to see it just to see how bad it is. Tina's got a big spoiled orange cat in her lap. No collection there. You need, Doc says, do you need the cardboard insert?
For mine? My Falcon? No, mine's complete. I even put the training ball inside, and it didn't come with
It's
a
still
training
in
ball.
there?
I bought a training ball. Yeah, I bought a training ball. Who was it? Oh, so the toy hunt. We're talking about Garfield and stuff. So that toy hunt video I did yesterday at the vintage store. I came across an Iggy, Ziggy. Remember Ziggy?
Ziggy.
Yeah, the bald dude.
Yep.
They had a Ziggy there, and I'm like, man, when's the last time I seen a Ziggy?
Used to or still do, Gina?
Yeah.
Go watch episode 1. Okay, so Chris says go watch episode 1. You'll not get further if you like Scooby Doo. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I definitely want to give it a shot. It looked like it was like
video
more for adults. At least the trailer. I thought I saw like somebody getting stabbed and stuff. Unless I had a dream about it, which is possible.
We got Captain's.
Velma is cute.
So no Velma. No Velma. I think I got to get going, my man.
Yeah, I got to work on a carburetor.
You have to work.
I'll be watching some YouTube videos.
Check out. That's how we learn, right?
And I have to rewatch my video to find that in humanoid. Maybe it's something I already have. That's why I didn't notice it.
Well, I'm gonna have to check out Captain Spaulding's video so I can see this collection.
Oh, nice.
And apparently watched 15 minutes of Velma.
Yeah. So let me ask you, any hold it, wait a second, let me see. We'll go with this one today. Because later on at 1 o'clock Eastern time is the Jeopardy challenge with John Trebek and Scuba Pete, Gary Grales, and Peaky Arrow. So, any packages coming today? I know it's Sunday, but
maybe. Maybe.
What? Oh, wait a second. I think I have a knock on the door.
Oh, wait, I'll get it. Hang on, Chris. Be right back. Paul!
Hey, all you awesome people. I'm John, the Vintage Geek.
Take care, everyone. See you, Dan.
See you later.